interview, the Russo brothers recently talked about the struggles of implementing a character like Captain Marvel into Avengers Endgame. In the interview, without going directly into what makes the character so powerful, they explained that it was difficult with someone on that power level. Again, I want to remind you guys that these are the directors that have handled such characters as Thanos. Not only Thanos, but Thanos with all of the Infinity Stones by the end of their movie. And for them to talk about the struggles of dealing with a character such as Captain Marvel, this is hugely intriguing. We already know, thanks to Kevin Feige and others, that Captain Marvel is on another tier entirely compared to other Marvel characters. Without a doubt, she's the most powerful Avenger. A huge question though is how powerful is she compared to other cosmic beings, maybe like Dormammu. By the sounds of the Russo brothers in this interview though, she could possibly be up there, and a character that could defeat Thanos one-on-one. But let's go ahead and discuss exactly what the Russos said about Captain Marvel and her powers, and the struggles of dealing with a character with that much power. It's always a concern of ours about overpowering characters, because the reason that people relate to these characters is their humanity, and that these characters are flawed. And the reason we love working so much with Captain America was that he was limited, and his heart was his superpower, you know? So we're all acutely aware of the dangers of having an overly powerful character, but we like sensitive storytelling as well, so we found a thoughtful way through it. In this little statement, directly by the Russo brothers themselves, they call Captain Marvel, quote, overpowered. The Russos are directors who have dealt with characters such as Doctor Strange and Thor, so for them to call a character overpowered is a huge statement. The Russos would go on to say this: that's what kind of fires us up, I think, on a storytelling level, to be honest with you. Because when you do have powerful characters, you have to work that much harder to find their vulnerabilities and complexities, and by doing that, keep the stakes high. Apparently, Avengers Endgame will focus on some of the complexities and vulnerabilities of the character of Captain Marvel. This is nothing new, as in the comic books, Captain Marvel has been an unstable character before, dealing with split personalities and not being able to fully understand and control her abilities, something that we know will play a major part in Captain Marvel, as she will not have the full access to her potential at the beginning of the movie. Finally, the Russos said this: that's where those characters are vulnerable, and actually what makes for great drama, and you run in that direction as storytellers. That's been one of the most fun things we've had working with these characters, is figuring out ways into them where they are vulnerable and they aren't all that powerful. As I'm sure many of us expected, Captain Marvel seems to go on a more spiritual journey in Avengers Endgame than a physical one. Still though, hearing the Avengers Endgame directors talk about the massive power of Captain Marvel is really intriguing, a character who Kevin Feige stated was the most powerful character in all of the MCU. But I guess we'll all have to wait until March to see Captain Marvel's true power, and beyond that in April to see the true potential of her in Avengers Endgame as she faces off against Thanos. But leave your thoughts on this in the comments down below. Again guys, leave your thoughts below, subscribe to join our team, and have a great day.